Hello everybody, welcome to Sundaygunday. My name's Jim. I appreciate you guys stopping and looking in the channel, and those that are subscribers coming back. I'm going to do a little different scenario today as far as Sundaygunday goes. We're going to talk about small pistols in general. So this is going to be a little bit different. I've got two examples of one brand and another example of something else. All these guns have interesting stories behind them, especially this one and this one. And oh, by the way, I had to do a little toasting on my newest Parker knife, if anybody cares. I think it turned out rather nice. We'll set it right there so y'all can admire it. Where shall we start? Well, let's start with the size. You can tell that these are not much bigger than the knife. They're very small guns. One would argue, what effectiveness would they have? Well, it would have to be in very close quarters. It would be something that would be last ditch, just to save your life or whatever the case may be. Let's set this one aside and this one aside. What I wanted to show you is this one does have rounds in it, and I'm not going to load it or unload it on camera because I'm not sure what all the taboo is with YouTube. But this has got 22 long rifle right now in it, and it has a 22 long rifle cylinder. It also comes with a different cylinder for 22 Magnum. So I'm going to take this off camera and take those out and set them there. And this gun is challenging to load because you've got to get it just in the sweet spot, because you have to pull this pin out, and this goes for both of them. So they both apply to this technique of loading. So you've got to pull the hammer back just right, have it all lined up, and I know I'm not showing y'all a good example of that. And then you got to get it in here with the pin and get it just so, and then it's got to be latched in. Hammer's got to be at a certain spot, and let's see here. I haven't done this in a while. There she goes. Now this carries, because it's double action only, as you rotate the cylinders. If this was to come now with a loaded round in it, it would land right on the back of the round, right back here, and ignite it. But being it is being decocked that way that I just did, by pulling the hammer back along, or hammer forward along with pulling the trigger back, facilitates it to go down in a different manner. So we know that we got 5 rounds over here. We're double checking, and the gun is empty. So you see now it fires down on the cylinder, and then it would rotate. But as I do this, it's allowing it to park in between in these little notches, which keeps the gun very safe. Just for chucks and grins, I did get some specifications. This one is, as far as I know, a North American Arms 22 Magnum. I don't know what the actual style or name of the gun would be beyond that. I obtained this gun in 1991 for $126. In a lot of cases, these are less expensive at the time than what knives I had purchased here of late. Now this one is the Black Widow. It's got a much longer barrel on it. I wouldn't count on that to make it more accurate. It does have a larger sight picture. As you can see, this one has little or none. But again, this is for close quarters. I've already checked this gun. It is empty, but it operates in just the same way. The unique one about this is, or the unique thing about this, I originally bought this gun in, what is it, 17 Hornady HMR or something like that. I forget, the little fast rifle round. Well, this gun blew up in my hand twice at the range. It blew up the first time I sent it back. They sent it back, said it was cleared. It blew up the second time in my hand. I said I was done. And I said I need to be compensated for, you know, not having what I really want, they wanted to give me a different gun, and they gave me a brand new gun, which is fine, but it wasn't the caliber I really wanted. This is 22 and 22 long rifle as well, and actually it's got long rifle in it currently. But what I did get is my own custom serial number. I don't know if you guys can focus in on this, or I can bring the camera down. My last name, 1. So this will be an heirloom piece to pass on to the kids. I think that's pretty cool. So like I said, I don't know that you're much better off with a knife in close quarters, or if you're better off with a little pistol like this. The concealability is pretty good. Now I'm going to move over to this Colt Mustang, which if you compare the weight, this is like 4 times heavier. I don't have a scale handy, but it's a lot heavier. And I've got an interesting story about how I obtained this gun, but I'm not going to do it in this video. But you get a little bit more firepower with this, because this is a 380 caliber, which is basically a light 9mm. It's empty, and it's double action as well only. This is a great gun. I chased this gun for a long time before I finally got my hands on it. I acquired this gun in, let's see my notes here, Colt Mustang 380 caliber. I paid $450 for it. It was made in 1991. I acquired it in 2013, and I had to repair it before I got it. Well, I'm still weeping from my wounds on my fall, and the repair was done on the top. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that, but I will point it out in more detail on what I did to it in a different video. This one decocks in the very same way, but in order to fire this, you have to have double action. Oh yeah, this gun's also got an interesting story. Not only in the repair, but I had a mishap with it as well, and that will be in the later video. So these are great guns, by all means. I think they're fabulous. I'm a collector. I do shoot these from time to time. But reliability, unless you're putting it in their belly or something like that, well, I shouldn't have said that. Unless you're putting it on the watermelon, then you're probably going to miss, unless there's just some fluke. So there's arguments to be made whether they're viable for a defensive carry weapon. Yes, in some cases where you have no other choice, maybe, possibly, and you see my doubt in saying that. Realistically, you want to go this size or bigger. I would say nothing smaller than this. I know that at 7 yards with this, I can hit the mass and not have any problems. The watermelon blows right up, so it's not an issue. Again, I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching Sundaygunday. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you very much.